Hey-o.
Hello, hello. Hey, what happened to your leg over there?
First of all, that's the first thing you ask. I'm looking like this, and the first thing you ask is what happened with my leg.
I'm more worried about your health and welfare than your style choices.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I got a nasty cut on my leg. It's an old football injury. Fantasy football injury.
You have a cut on your leg from an old injury.
So last week, we had our fantasy draft, and we talked about it on the episode last week, which, by the way, I am a week in. I am not happy with the team that I drafted for fantasy, but we'll get into that later. So I pull up in the parking lot, and I'm one of the first ones there, and another guy named Mikey, who's also in the league, he shows up. And I was so excited to see him that I was like, hey, Mikey, what's going on, man? And I shut the door, my car door, and it scraped the bottom of my calf, and it just sliced it right open. It's nasty.
And this was your car?
It was my car. And
your car doesn't have like safeguards against that, being as,
it was the bottom corner.
Techie as it is?
I don't know if they have like safety precautions where like if you have your finger in the door, it'll...
No, have you seen that thing with the Cybertruck where it like literally would have cut your finger off?
I haven't seen that with the Cybertruck, but I've seen those. But anyways, yeah, the bottom corner of the door got my leg, and I didn't even realize I was cut until midway through the draft, and I started bleeding all over the place.
Nice. And then people were like, what happened? You're like, oh, I don't know. I barely feel it.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, the old football injury. Chicks dig scars, though, so I guess it'll work out in my favor, hopefully.
You know what they dig more?
What did they dig?
Some soul glow you got going on right now.
Oh, this whole thing? Yeah, I figured I'd try a new look. For those of you that are listening at home, you're really missing out on seeing what we have going on here. I'm doing my best 1980s, 1990s Howard Stern impersonation. That's what I'm going for here. The fluffy hair, the glasses.
And 3 weeks of no sleeves.
3 weeks of no sleeves, back to back to back.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, you're starting a new trend. I feel like you're a little late to the game, getting that we're already... Vegas, summer lasts a little bit longer, but, I feel like you could have done this a few months ago.
I probably could have, but my arms weren't... I wasn't happy with where my arms were. So
and
now
you had to
I
figure out the right cut.
Exactly.
You're a little deeper on this one, I got to say.
The wide cut, the deep cut, the slim cut. I didn't know there were so many cuts prior to going sleeveless. And then the shirt that I'm wearing, did you recognize the shirt?
Oh, yeah, that's T-Swift, which someone told me today she is engaged.
She is. So congratulations on T-Swift Squared.
We'll probably have her in as a guest next week.
Probably her and Travis.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've been hitting me up, but we've been a little busy. But yeah, congratulations. Do you think Travis is going to change his name to Travis Swift?
I think they'll hyphen.
You think it'd be Taylor Swift Kelsey?
Yeah, I think they'll hyphen.
Would it be Travis Kelsey Swift?
I don't know. What's more dominant, first or second?
I think it goes maiden name first and then last, like the
new name?
New name last, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, getting back to the football, we got a lot of good feedback from last week's episode when we talked about the Uncrustables, our team that we entered into the
supporters.
Circa Million. A lot of supporters. A couple people shared their own jinxie story like I had with my dad, which is pretty funny. He just he didn't comment on the fact that we brought him up, which makes me think he didn't listen to that episode. So I'd be curious to see if he brings it up this week, to see if he listened to this episode.
Good test to find out how big of a supporter he is.
My own father. Exactly. No, but we're excited. Me and my cousins, we're all in the war room, ready and strategizing our picks for week 1 in the NFL. I'm pretty stoked about that.
So when do you start getting real scoring of where you're at?
The end of week 1.
Okay. Well, we'll figure out a way to put a ticker down at the bottom during this so people can just kind of see some live updates.
Exactly. Live updates. Speaking of updates, our website got a little refresh, courtesy of yours truly. And one of the new features that we have on the site is going to be leave a message, where people can leave audio messages for us, maybe video, I haven't decided yet, but messages for us that we can replay on the show and then talk about. Could be anything from needing dating advice to sports betting advice to just telling us a story about what life is like in Las Vegas. I think it should be fun. It could create some entertaining content.
No, it should be good. That's especially the dating. What was it? Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla back in the day. Remember that show?
I forgot all about that show.
What was that one called? Loveline?
Loveline.
Loveline,
Yes.
yeah.
Was that MTV?
I think it was MTV. Wow. Yeah. That was back when MTV actually had some content.
Quality content. Music during the day and quality content at night. Yeah, they had a lot of good shows back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I think Loveline was like, it started at like midnight because it was like, a little rough for the kids.
Little rough for the kids. The new Costco opened up. Have you been? Are you excited?
Joyce tried twice and was like, nope.
What do you mean no?
Because the lines were just ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she end up going to Summerlin or she just went to the grocery store?
I think she just went to the grocery store. I mean, she's gotten gas there, but as far as like actually, going inside.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It's all the same.
I guess what I'm saying. Have you ever been into a Costco where you're like, man, this one's next level?
This is the one.
Yeah.
This is the Costco that I'm going to for the rest of my life. No, they're all the same. They all look the same.
I will say I get pretty disappointed when there's like reels about things that are like being offered at Costco's. And then I'm like, that's not in ours. And it's like, because it's like Canadian Costco or something like that.
There's this one girl on Instagram that I follow, and she is fucking hilarious. I think it's all caps cat. I think that's what it is. She calls herself a Costco hoe. She is my guilty pleasure for sure.
I mean, that number 2 image just kind of number 3.
Number 3. So this is her thing. So hold on. Let me reload this real quick. Let's play a little audio.
They're selling brain rot toys at Costco. Come here, heroes. Look at this. Skippity toilet mega titan figs. Come here. Look at this. Fart ninjas? What?
Could you imagine being in Costco as that's happening?
And then she does that thing.
They're selling brain rot toys at
Watch,
Costco.
she'll do it again.
Heroes. Look at this. Skippity
Oh, wait, that's a
toilet mega
different one.
titan figs. Come here. Look at this.
Let's try it. So actually, she did show a video of what it's like when people watch her, like in person. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on. This is it. This is her behind the scenes look.
Just get this box out of the way.
Watch the people behind her.
Gooning and making your own protein shakes? Bad. Premier protein shakes at Costco? Good. Okay, and then I'm a Costco hoe, and this is a Costco hoe major deal alert.
Watch for it.
Premier shakes,
That's my favorite. That's the whole reason I watch her, because she in public does that.
I don't even know what to say about that.
There's nothing to say, and all she does is just go through Costco and talk about these deals.
Chick-fil-A dupes are now on sale at Costco. Just Bear used to be $18.49, $4.50 off, $13.99. Tastes just like.
Not for everybody.
Oh, wait, go back to that one real quick. I think sometimes that's what was that? How do they not kick you out of Costco?
Tastes just like Chick-fil-A.
It's an executive private members only club.
Waiting for Pose. Get your butt to Costco now.
Wait for it.
These Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God.
All caps cat. All caps cat. There it is. Yeah. She's one of my guilty pleasure follows that I follow. I don't follow her for the fact that she...
You don't want to find out about the good deals in Costco?
I couldn't care less about that. I don't even know if my Costco membership is expired yet or not, but the fact that she does that in public, kudos to you. Kudos to you, all caps cat.
Real quick, I don't know if
balls.
we've talked about this before, but Costco, interesting enough, has the craziest return policy out of anything in the world.
You can return anything.
I had someone like literally go there that came back with like a carrot, and we're like, yeah, didn't like the rest. And I'm just like, how is that even a thing? That you could literally eat everything, and then it would just like the other half would go bad, and you can just return them.
It blows my mind.
No questions asked.
It was like, I think a couple years ago, there was a woman that returned a Christmas tree after Christmas.
Yeah.
And people were like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
But
we just got Ben some of those like kid like chocolate milk protein shakes, and Joyce was like, yeah, it's fine. If he doesn't like it, like we'll just return it. I'm like, well, we already drank one. She's like, yeah, that's fine.
it's
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like Starbucks, how they sometimes purposely misspell your name and they use it for social media clout. Mm-hmm. This could be a Costco thing where they will literally return anything, and the feedback or the engagement that they get from that encourages people to talk about Costco and even maybe sign up to Costco because they know no matter what they get, they can always return it.
Yeah. And they're just supposed to be making so much money that it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. They got to be rolling in it. The fact that they can offer those, $2 hot dogs or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. Like, we'll literally be like, it's lunchtime. Do we need to go shopping at Costco? Get a pizza and hot dog?
Coke and pizza and slice of pizza and a hot dog for $3 altogether. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Fucking Costco. God bless you, Costco. God bless you, all caps cat, and God bless you, Costco. We love you.
Costco does need to step up their game as it relates to Sam's Club, because Sam's Club has scan as you go, so you can literally just scan all your items as you're putting them in your cart and then check yourself out and walk out the door.
Really?
Yep.
Did you hear about that store? There's some store, I think it was in California or something like that, where you did that. You scanned and you just walk out the door. But then it ended up being like guys from India.
Oh, that was the Amazon.
Yes.
The Amazon like grocery store.
What was that again?
It was, they would go through and there was cameras, and it would basically, like, as you're shopping, it would see what you're picking out, and then it would just charge you automatically. But they were like trying to say it was technology and AI or all these things, and it just turned out that there was hundreds of workers in India just watching you as you shop versus like an AI-based thing.
Amazon has spent years promoting its AI-based checkout free just walkout technology, but a report suggests that it's just a bunch of real people in India watching you shop. That blows my mind. When is this? This is last year, 2024. Well, you may have noticed I'm dressed up like Howard Stern. We talked about that for a little bit. There's a reason for that.
Is that who that is?
Yes. There's a reason for that. It's not just because it's a random Tuesday here in Las Vegas. It's because there's actually significance to it. So for those of you that a majority of our listeners are probably in a similar demographic to Howard Stern. Our demographic is basically 24 to 45-year-old men. 85% of the listeners are men, and a majority of them are between those age ranges. So chances are you know who Howard Stern is. You know what he's all about. You've also probably heard that there are reports that SiriusXM came out stating that they weren't happy with Howard Stern. They weren't happy with the ratings he's been getting, and they're probably going to cut his show or cancel his show. And I wanted to talk about that for a little bit. I want to talk about a little bit about Howard Stern in general. And at the end, I'm going to give you my thoughts of what I think is going to happen with old boy Howard Stern, the king of all media. So Howard, he's been around for well over 40 years in the media industry. Went to Boston University. He started to really get his foot in the door when it came to radio in the 80s, started to really understand what worked and what didn't work in the 90s. And then by the early 2000s, he was an A-list celebrity that every household knew about. He has books written. He has a movie made about him, Private Parts. It was phenomenal. He's produced TV shows. He's even been a judge on America's Got Talent. So needless to say, he's milking it. He's doing the best he can while still having, it's just radio show on SiriusXM, making hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars over the course of the past 20 years while working with Sirius. So the rumors about his show not meeting the expectations started about a month ago. And like I said, they were kind of talking about canceling the Howard Stern show. Do you listen to Howard Stern, by the way?
I do not.
Have you ever listened to him?
I did. I would say probably back in the era where if he did what he did then now would his show definitely would have gotten canceled.
Oh, for sure. And we're going to talk about a few of those segments too. It's going to be good. So, and then up until even this week, now there are reports that the whole thing has been manufactured. Like all the buzz about it has just been fake. It's been brought on just to get us people talking about Howard Stern again. To me, he's one of the best interviewers that I have ever witnessed in my life. And I really appreciate that more than I appreciate anything else that he's put together in his show. Obviously, a lot of this show is influenced by Howard Stern. I'm obviously Howard. Brian over there is Fred, working the audio and visual side of things. Obviously, Heather would be the Robin in the in the group.
In the booth.
In the booth, exactly, except now she has a couch. We have interns, of course. Howard Stern has interns. We do in-depth interviews with local talent. And then we even showcase some live music acts, which we haven't done in a while, but I'm hoping to get a couple more in before our lease here at the studio runs out. But I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. All things considered, I'm not trying to create something that's brand new. I don't want to do that. I like the formula of what Howard and other successful shows have created, and I want to take that and turn it into something that not only engages me, but makes it my own, which is what I'm trying to do here at the Hey BigHead Show. But as the case with humor and what's been accepted back then and may not be accepted now, a lot of the segments that he had back then that were hilarious at the time, looking back, probably aren't sitting that well anymore. And we're going to show a couple clips here that really stand out to me as a lifelong Howard Stern fan. These are some of the clips that really stood out to me that probably wouldn't fly anymore. And even now, today, in the age of social media, people are bringing up some of these old clips. And the most notable one, and Brad, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but he had a Butterface competition. Have you ever seen this?
I have not.
So for those of you that don't know, Butterface is basically a girl who has a very attractive body, but an ugly face. And she's got everything but a face, is pretty much what it is. So what he did was he had these girls up on stage in bikinis and a paper bag over their head with some holes cut out for the eyes.
Geez.
And he would rate the girls' bodies based on how they looked. And then they take the bag off, and then they'd see the face. Now, let's start with this one.
Here we go.
This one blows me away. By the way, incredible body. She's got the bag over her head. You see where we're going.
And now, Stacey,
This is the most
take off
viral
the
one
bag.
for
Here
sure
we
right
go,
now.
and let's see the face.
She's hot.
I think she's very pretty.
She's very attractive. And listen to everybody's reaction.
What? Okay.
I know.
Yeah, that's...
She's the best looking girl on the
Crowd starts.
She looks like,
Janji, give
look at
the
this guy.
microphone to
Oh.
Stacey, it's got to be tough when the crowd starts freaking out when you take the bag off.
She looks like, who's that singer that did Criminal? Fiona Apple. She looks like,
Yeah.
she looks
I
like
can see
a hot Fiona Apple. She's hot.
She does not qualify for
No.
contestant on that at all.
Now, this is the most viral one for sure because people are, showing this and they don't show Howard's reaction. Howard basically says, I do think you're attractive. I don't think you should be in this competition, blah, blah, blah. Needless to say, she doesn't win. Here's another one.
A 7.
Let's see.
And now it's time
Another
for
Butterface.
Bianca to remove the bag and let's see your face. Let's see what
Wait for it.
Oh.
Again,
Also,
she's
yeah.
not ugly.
No.
She's an attractive.
I would say she looks like pretty in like a normal way, not like a like.
Again, she didn't win this. The one that did win this, she was attractive in her own way. Not my type, but I'm sure people would find her attractive, and she looks very nice. Here's another one.
This is Sherry.
Not awful.
No.
Not worth the reaction.
And I mean, it looks like a lot of these girls aren't wearing makeup either, which
Yes.
even more so, I think that like
Your boyfriend, how old are you?
they look great.
And by the way, let's just see who won this. This woman won.
Congratulations.
Also, not that bad. I'm not a bangs person, but
Good for her. She won $25,000. But yeah, that's crazy. That in 2004 was one of his segments
shows.
that he did, and we were all like, "Yeah, that makes sense." I don't want it to seem like I'm trashing Howard. I grew up on him. I love him. He, like I said, is extremely talented and paved the way for a lot of the media that you see on TV today. I just wanted to show some of the segments that you look back on, you're like, ugh, maybe you probably should have done things a little bit differently. And especially if you're on the air for 40 years, you're going to have a handful of situations and moments like this. There was an actress called Dana Plato. Do you know who this is?
Mm-mm.
Dana Plato was an actress on the show Different Strokes before our time. And since she got fired from Different Strokes, I think because she got pregnant. And then she formed a little bit of not a little bit, but a pretty serious drug habit. she went on the Howard Stern show, and I think she had some sort of show or something that she was promoting. And while she was a recovering addict at the time, a lot of people suggested and thought that she was still using, which again, 1999, it's not really anybody's business to be in the first place. But Howard himself had his callers on the show, and they just ripped her apart. They ripped her a new one.
And I wonder how much, like, in that era, I mean, that was like the era of like Jerry Seinfeld and like Maury, and they're like, how much of this was real and how much of it was staged?
First of all,
the other side of things. Jerry Seinfeld and Maury was staged. I'm sorry to tell you this, it wasn't real.
I just love the fact that you said it twice. Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, Jerry Seinfeld. Jesus,
Springer.
You know what I mean? Springer. Yes.
You were so adamant. Yes,
yeah,
Jerry Seinfeld.
And Seinfeld wasn't real either.
Are you telling me Seinfeld? Are you telling me there isn't George Costanza?
No, that is also fake. That is also fake. You know what I meant.
I do know what you meant, but I just wanted you to say it one more time, just to make sure I heard it the first time.
No onions in the studio.
And you're really hurting, huh? I mean, did you break out into tears so quickly?
It hurts, Howard.
I'm tired,
Recovery.
man,
You're tired.
Just tired.
You're tired of the whole thing.
I'm tired of defending my character everywhere I go.
Did you ever consider suicide at one point?
Oh, hell no.
You never did. Never got that
I
bad.
got a beautiful boy, no.
Right, you would never do that.
I'm okay in my skin, you know?
Right.
I'm okay with who I am.
You feel good.
All right, so that's how they left the interview. 24 hours later, Dana Plato died of suicide from an overdose.
Jesus.
So looking back, a lot of the people are attributing how bad of an experience she had on the Howard Stern show.
Oh, and he put that thought in her head.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you put that thought in your head too. Somebody who more than likely was still using or was on the verge of going back to it, which is just, it's tough. Ugh, it's so tough.
But it's also sad that was, in that day and age, that's what got ratings.
For sure. That's exactly it. And that was that attribute to his shock jock persona and nickname that he earned.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, as it comes down to everyone and their, he was making good money and probably set himself to a certain standard of living.
Yep.
Went away, and he had to, unfortunately, change a little bit of his thoughts and opinions on things to go. I mean, you deal with it with musicians all the time that are hardcore in one genre, and then they jump over to the more famous one where they can get a little bit more revenue out of.
Yeah, you're spot on. And in fact, him changing his opinion, there's a perfect video with Ellen DeGeneres. Do you know you remember Ellen's show? Mm-hmm. Where she would come out and she would start dancing with the guests?
Yeah.
So this is Howard interviewing Ellen.
I love every show when you come out and dance. I actually look forward to it.
Well, you look forward to seeing what moves she's going to do today.
They're the same moves every day.
I feel like you look at her face and she's like, "You're about to make fun of me."
I think she was more shocked because then you flash back to let's see if it shows. It doesn't show when he interviewed Ben Stiller, but needless to say, he interviewed Ben Stiller, who was going to go on the Ellen show. This was probably early 2000s now, and he shits on Ellen for dancing.
Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah. Do you think that's really going to go well?
Will you dance with her?
I'll let you know after. I don't think you're allowed not to dance with her.
You mean everybody has to dance?
You're a killjoy if you don't do it.
But let me ask you something. I want to get into this for a second. You're right. Ellen, you go on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Like if I went on that show and she said to me, "Listen, when you come out, let's dance," because I'm going to start dancing around. I would be mortified. You're not a guy who dances.
Exactly.
You make fun.
Do you want us to start doing that, by the way? Should we start dancing?
We could probably come out with a good thing for the intro with the song. I feel like the song needs a little bit more energy from you.
We have a great hallway right here that can lead up to me dancing towards the desk. And then like a live action shot.
Yeah, we're going to need a little more budget as it relates to some dollies and additional cameras and things like that.
We'll get right on that. But this is a perfect example of Howard shitting on Ellen dancing, and then he has her in the studio.
Every show when you come out and dance, I actually look forward to it. Now,
oh, that just makes me sick. That makes me sick right there. I hate that with a passion.
Or was the previous Howard lying.
Oh, you think he actually enjoyed dancing?
Yeah, the whole
and he
time.
Just didn't
and
wanna...
he just did it because he wanted to be the edgy guy. You know? Could go both ways.
Yeah, listen, I'm all about looking at it from every angle. I'm all about getting, every possible point of view.
Who is the real Howard Stern?
Who's the real Howard Stern? Is it early 90s? Is it 90s, early 2000s Howard? Is it this Howard that we're watching right now? Is it the Howard that's sitting right here at this desk on the Hey BigHead show in a wig? It could be any one of us three. I don't know how
he dealt with it.
This is impossible. I don't know how the hell people do this. It's hot as hell, too. We're going to wrap this up pretty quickly because I'm sweating my balls off over it. But all this leads up to today, where we're at today. With the Sirius leaks coming out, especially after watching that video, you got to think that this is this is smelling a little fishy. It seems like it's manufactured by Howard. People haven't been talking about him. A majority of people that commented were like, I didn't even know Howard Stern was still on the air. So this is a unique way to get people to start talking about Howard once again. And especially after the news came out of Stephen Colbert getting let go of the Late Show because of ratings. And that's, there's a shift when it comes to entertainment. And the shift is digital media and podcasts. So the late night live shows aren't as significant anymore. With all the things coming into place, it seems like it's a perfect time for Howard to stir the pot and cause a little drama and get his name back in a conversation again, which is, I feel, is exactly what he's doing right now. Which, if it is, well done. Like, it's getting us talking about it. We dedicated a whole episode to him. I think it's going to be interesting to see. So my prediction as to what I think is going to happen September 2nd when he announces whatever his next steps are, I think he is going to extend for another year or two. I would probably say 2 years. As I was talking about all of this, I was thinking maybe there's potential of expanding his show outside of Sirius over these next 2 years, like to have his show on Spotify or, Apple Podcasts. But Sirius is so protective over their assets. I don't know.
Is he exclusive
to
Sirius?
Exclusive with Sirius.
See, that's the problem. That's where his ratings are going.
Yeah.
Like,
he's already making $500 million this contract with Sirius, so it doesn't matter to him.
No, I know, but I mean, if you look at things with ratings going down, I mean, I feel like everyone's going into a more, I know Sirius is digital, but a different digital age. Like, if it's not an app on your phone, most people probably aren't using it.
For sure. Absolutely. So his contract is up. His current contract is up at the end of 2025. So 3 more months, 4 more months. I don't think he's going to retire because there's not enough time to do a farewell goodbye tour. But if they extend him for another year or two, they're going to I can see them trying to get as many A-list celebrities on as he can, get as many segments on that are memorable as he can, and basically just, live his best life. I mean, he's 71 years old right now, and he's making hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars working half the time that he used to work in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. So I think he'll do 2 more years, have a handful of A-list celebrities on, and just sail off into the sunset. But, what do I know? I'm just a guy in a Howard Stern wig.
I wonder who fills that gap.
What's that?
I wonder who fills that gap. Oh, maybe it's you.
Oh, me? Who, me? This guy?
Serious. Here's my number.
Call me. Exactly. Yeah, you never know. Never know. No, I think there are a couple more people ahead of me, but we'll get there one day. But the fact that Sirius is investing significant money in podcasts tells me everything that I need to know about where the direction is going. Knowing that these late night shows like Stephen Colbert are going off the air, seeing that everything is digital now on their phones or on their tablets, and seeing how SiriusXM and other big name companies are throwing so much money behind these podcasts. I mean, that's, to me, the easiest or the most sensible route as to where media is going. Now, it's convoluted. There's so many people have their own podcast. I guarantee you have, anybody listening, you have at least one friend or one family member that you know, excluding me, that has their own show or has had their own show before. So
I think just the studio works is going away. I mean, look at we set this up in a little warehouse. You know, you look at some of those studios and it takes entire building. You could throw 8 podcasts in one of those buildings.
Mm-hmm. It just shows that you don't need millions of dollars invested into a show, into a studio. You just need good quality content with hosts that are even half engaging and be consistent with it. And you're probably going to be successful. But
do you think, because as you said, it was popular and then it kind of fell off, do you think this generation is not as loyal as previous generations? Like, do you think trends change faster now than they did before?
Trends change very fast now, and you're spot on. People have such a short attention span now. The loyalty isn't there as much, and I think there's a lot to that. But to me, I feel like there's so many options that it's hard to be so loyal to just one or two brands or companies or shows, because there's all sorts of options out there. And if the show has, a dip in quality or a dip in consistency, and it's so easy to just find something to fill that void for you as the listener, as the consumer.
Yeah. One thing rubs you the wrong way or one thing you dislike and you're on to the next, which again, I think is a little bit of not as much loyalty as it used to be.
You disagree with one of the contestants on the Butterface contest, then you're out.
Yeah.
I want somebody else.
Listen, I would have been there. I wouldn't have, I disagreed with all of them.
Everyone's beautiful in Brian's eyes. Howard Stern. Again, I didn't want to make it seem like I'm shitting on him the entire time. Anybody could boast and brag about how great Howard is. He knows it. Everybody knows, he is where he is because of the success that he's had.
He's playing the game.
He's playing the game, and he played it right. But now it's sad to see the decline. And I hope that if he does extend another year or two, that it's good quality content, that he goes out with a bang. So we'll see. But Brian, I'm going to get the hell out of here because this wig is extremely hot. I'm sweating my ass off, and I think my leg is bleeding again.
You have to go cut some new sleeves off your shirt.
I got a few more T Swift shirts. I got to cut sleeves off.
I think you should go for the deep cut next time around.
The deeper cut, like nipple
deeper.
cut.
Oh yeah.
You want nipple? You're a dirty.
We need those ratings to go up.
Every episode, new episodes every week. Hey, BigHead, see you.